Alright, so this is how this goes. Coach call to, like, American football team. Second patch, for some reason, P-A-T-C-H, went to something like Kathmandu. Yeah, okay, so in Valhalla, when we had nobody from what we were going to call China, or Mongol, or Malaysian, when we got to skins from Valhalla, the French vanilla, the souls of the eternal team of gods, like the Titans, the Olympians, like all of the children of the secret garden, just love to feel and like be near, because they're like my children of this day and age, that we come back to skins, and I am going to really rely on you. Well, problem being, by the time we got to simulation, in order to train the secret space people, the new Valhalla graduates, and their chutzpah, shall we call it, we did say, okay, now here's the state of affairs, children of Secret Garden, that nobody's allowed to watch this simulation, SIMULATION. We call it simulation at God Extraterrestrial with extra special capabilities because we're keeping track of you before you actually make it to what we refer to as boots on the ground, BOOTSONTHEGROUND. Currently, the planet is having an electrical problem. There is a thing when you get to whatever boot that your essence is shelled and sleeved into. We're going to take what you are here, which has a picture on a moving image. We're going to take that and how you did and what we taught you. We're going to make manuals for ourselves to defend ourselves every step of the way against what we're going to be born into. Some of you have already been born before the numbers hit my date. Those of you, I have a special loop latchkey program to hook you and hold you to myself so I never lose you and wherever you go, and so you don't switch skins and you don't switch your shell to other skins unless I approve of it ahead of time on my set schedule that is not allowed to move, not one date, not one number, because of what's already going on before we are born. Understood? Good. That is how I got Michael, and that is how I got Joseph Corolla. So, they are born before me, but they are mine, and I have others. It is a latch system. They are held to my strongest, but on the inside of the V, so nobody finds on the outside of the V system a way into what is mine and Nicklaus's. So whatever we simmed, however time works in a vacuum of whatever you can't attach to, ever, without our permission. This gets so difficult because you guys don't, I don't even want to go this far, but whatever, this is where you pushed us before we got there. Alright, so anyway, alright, so there were like little stages, like where you guys, we were up like against obstacles that were happening. Nicklaus and I would disappear while you guys were doing whatever essences do in the cosmic nursery. And we were out doing our adult things, and then come back to the nursery and shrink back down and pretend to be one of you guys again. And this way teach you about what the future looked like and what you might encounter. So this way your book matched your skin and your shell. Oh my god, it's a paid advertisement from Tia Frio, the fucking Capricorn problem. Hold on. What's up? Open it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so fucking annoying. It's like your timing is fucking impeccable. Always. All right, because we opened Vortex Math. It's amazing.
Why are you wasting gas?
Why are you wasting breath, Anthony? I'll waste gas all I want. It's fucking hot in here. Let me know when you're finished. I got all the time in the world, apparently, to just sit here and do nothing and wait.
What's up, Brian?
I never agreed to this.
Take that. Just hold on to it. There it is.
Any day now, boys. Hi, sweets. Where I come from, you don't make a god wait, but apparently godly territory. Nobody cares until they're about to die. Hi ho, what's going on, little messenger Capricorn? Antonucci, lucky duck, quack quack. There is a old fortune teller who had yellow grease and bio oil inside my simulation, which was not allowed, but somehow they got into Vortex Math that they were not allowed, and they sat there with something that looks like this. It's multiple papers. Yeah, because they were making these notes. They were using their yellow pencil with the lead. Oh my god, is that the poison lead? Oh, right, they call it lead in America. Oh, right, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna take notes. Yeah. And then I'm gonna show up with all of my notes about how I'm going to block the gymnast with the lucky quack quack duck because they're gonna kill us all. And at some point, Mark moves them, Nicklaus moves his name to Mark and them to a marker. Because it looks different, no matter what color it is. It doesn't matter. I think they might have changed it to black or red, green, whatever. There's one pen that they started selling all 4 colors at once. I'm gonna fucking stab you in the fucking eye, you fucking piece of shit. Anyway, so my JMG, the really handsome one that has no face and is just, oh god, he's just like fucking, yeah, the one that, right next to my person who's like totally lost in life, whatever, and Lucky Quack Quack is sitting in front of me, and my, I just love him, right, okay, and so he's got no pencil, whatever, and his hands are kind of like in his lap like this, like, no, go ahead, do for her what you do for me every time. I want everybody to see this. And so, and he sits there and he's like this, with his arms crossed in front of him on my table at the wrong house. The crack house, stash house, quack house. Oh my god, that one. The whack job, crack job, nose job, cocaine. Yeah, that one. Oh my god. Didn't see that one coming. Oh wait, but you had the defense the whole time that knew that was coming. How could you let the god go into that? That's why he stopped showing up. But it still happened, even though he adamantly denies it. And the video footage was there. I don't know why so many who saw it all of a sudden started changing characters. Told you all what was gonna happen. I don't know why you don't fucking get on the right defense team and kill all the ones that are on the named defendant list that's gonna cause all the problems. I mean, it's easier to kill 1 or 2, or like, I don't know, whoever's on the list. It doesn't fuck. They were criminals before we were born. We were sending you the list. We're not from here. We run the secret garden that prepares the next cosmic eggs for the next gathering on Earth. That is how that happens. I mean, we didn't really feel we had to reveal ourselves to you, but now that you're 41 paces and wasting our entire life, Judy, my one God's witness, died, and so did Cliffy, my birthday buddy. He was August 3rd, right? I didn't really get to know him. He was in the Navy. And that was the one that Judy used to call all the time and ask help for, until he was like, yeah, maybe call Carol. Maybe Carol knows. Carol and Kenny, they're usually, I mean, like, if you talk about aliens around here, like, I mean, I go to construction every day. I go to Eddie's. I can't talk about aliens in front of Eddie. I mean, you know how Eddie is. I can't even ask him a Big Brother question. Yeah, I get that. Alright, so I kind of saw that one coming. Right, and so Judy would be like my, like, star reporter in National Enquirer for the Gunder side, and she was like, okay, no, I know, I'm taking notes for you, kid. Alright, I'm on your team. You know I'm on your team, right? Because, no, I want to be better next life. I really would prefer not to have this kinky hair next time if you're taking orders on what I would like. I'm like, okay, Judy, yep, no problem. I'm always recording, Judy. Right, and so Judy's writing for me because I don't write at that point. I was told not to write anything down, but to get an adult to write it for me. So they had a view on it, and I was just reporting to her. So I had an adult who was alive at the time that has visual on what I was reporting when I woke up from simulation in my exact timing mechanism because I own time and space, and the fucking adults are like defending themselves for being criminals, and more criminals are joining against God. They're really fucking dumb. Oh my God. Let's see, Nicklaus, what else did we set up for ourselves so we didn't have to go through this version of the humans being as stupid as fucking ever? Even when you try to save them beforehand and then try to explain to them, you make the manuals and you try to keep the manuals separate and hidden in the Valhalla, like, vault to save, like, the head cases that are gonna be the next thing that's gonna pop out of the closet because one bio oil is trying to save themselves as a criminal for stealing all of the intelligence from the cosmic nursery that they're not allowed to know exists. But they walked themselves through a door that wasn't theirs, and then back out, and then they were sat and they fucking blocked everything we needed in order to save this version of humans. And the ones in the future. Because the next is, him and I really didn't care. We actually were thinking about pulling the plug and killing you all before we had to come to conception. Because, like, we have other planets and buckets to do. Yeah, we got plenty of bucket lists. And this was not on the agenda of, like, we wanted to try. No. This was, you better be fucking absolutely certain that we're together at 5. And that we don't get separated. Otherwise, other things are going to go into play. And I am telling you right now, I know that word's actually very dangerous, right? But time skips for us, so here's a record. Whatever, I said it, so there it is. But it's not like a play, like you want to make a play against God when they have bigger, badder, more important science than just you. Yeah, I didn't think so, right? Because they don't like using science against you. They need to keep it from you to protect all the rest of them from touching it. Yeah, but you fucking idiots want to play it like some kind of universal game. It's some kind of challenge. You know why Nicklaus picked gymnastics? Because we have a non-compete, like, contract with him and I, just verbally between, like, I promise not to compete against you, and he promised not to compete against me. That's our non-compete, because we're the only two in the whole fucking world that knew, like, we needed to save each other first, and the rest of you, fuck it. If all goes to hell. If we lose terribly, and we can't pull this together, we'll lose you all. We're good. But we promised not to hurt each other, ever. And then that was kind of hard, because I'm like, they have me going into faulty marriages and having other people's children. How do you want me to handle that? Because I really don't want to go. Right? We made very vivid records of that in our special garden. And, let's see, what else did we have, right? Right, so our non-competes with each other, and then we don't want to get into business to compete with the head cases, because who wants to go into business and compete with a head case? It just makes things worse. Right, but the head cases seem to want to make us their business and then rope more dopes in. Oh my god! Right, really fucking dumb. This batch, I didn't train the ones that came before. No, we actually got pulled into this mess because of your level of breaking the system. It pulled us in, and it was like, oh, alright, then we have to decide, do we want to keep this one? I mean, we let go of Mars. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, there's other stuff out there. Right, yeah. We did have a meeting with some humans. They were like, now explain this to me. Is this like a timeshare? I don't share. I don't share my meat, my husband. I don't share my meat being my skin. I was like, but you got me on some kind of timeshare schedule with 2 fucking pieces of shit dumb as brick meats that I don't want to fucking touch. Why is that, human? Yeah. You might want to ask the timeshare committee when they're trying to get their heads in the game or reacclimate themselves to like something. Yeah, and I want to talk about I think that was my Sting committee, STING, like my vital force that I was like really hoping on. VITALFORCE, right? They were in one where we were all at the table and like, I was like, okay, right, one of them, right, he looked like he was from my like St. John's High School, like maybe George Lopez, I don't know. But he was, right, and not like George Lopez, like the famous guy. No, I like him too, but no, not him. Like I had one in my high school, and go figure, it's kind of a common name. But I mean, again, I don't want to upset anybody. But I danced with him at like the St. John's like prom. I mean, he was actually impressed that I could somewhat salsa if I could follow direction with rhythm. I actually appreciated that he took the time to teach me. So he, I believe, was my Diego, Diego, being that I had dimensionally been near him and knew he didn't have any kind of like inflated ego or knew that I wasn't against, and I hate to use the word Hispanic, which I used at the time because that's what everybody was using. It was just common vernacular. I didn't want to insult anybody by like giving them a problem. I mean, I don't give people problems. I mean, they create problems and then make it my own. I don't understand why you want to give God problems. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, I never mentioned I was God in high school either. I mean, they knew that I was a little special, but they didn't know why. I did tell them my dad was down in Turks. Yeah, I was reporting on my dad in front of like all the guys from Queens. They invited me to the lunch table, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. My dad's down in Turks and Caicos. He's doing some kind of deal with an island. I have no idea what that means, but I'm just letting you all know. That I have no idea what he does for a living. I have no idea how he even got invited down there. I mean, he seems to go in these like incredible places, but then nothing ever happens, and he's as poor as can be. Any of you got any ideas on like why that might happen? Like, wait, what? Your dad? Somebody invited your dad to do a business deal on an island? I'm like, yeah. I don't know who any of these people are. Like, I brought them proof too. I brought them some kind of picture, so I had multiple God's witnesses in all different ethnic groups at one table. They were Asian, they were Hispanic. I don't think we had an African melanin rich. No, we didn't go. Well, maybe, no, I don't think Corey was there. Corey was really the only one I spoke to. Oh, Nia. Right, was Nia? Maybe Nia was there, right? N-I-A, right? Let's do a lowercase on that. Not to be disrespectful, but that is a 3-letter patch I have a problem with in capitulate territory. So that is a melanin rich lowercase for my simulation case, which is in Valhalla and Allah, because everybody should be in lowercase. Not that I didn't appreciate her, not that she's lower than, I just have extraterrestrial stuff to do, then she's not one of us. Although I will say, she has like a chutzpah that, I mean, I just absolutely loved her, but see, the thing is that she's, right, got an affinity for women, which I don't have. So I had to like always tread on the side of cautious. But she did live in this place called Jamaica, which is in Queens. They have a very high melanin rich population, and she didn't have a ride to school, so sometimes she would ask me if I could do her the favor so she didn't have to take the bus, which I did. I would stop at her. I mean, I stopped maybe once or twice to help her out. Her mom drove some kind of pink Cadillac. I don't know if she was an Avon or a Mary Kay or whatever those things are. I have no idea. So right, there was that, and that went to St. John's my senior year. I was like 95, 96, right? Let's see, I don't know, I met someone on a Christian Awakening, or at least I went there. I wrote a whole lot of stuff. It was like one of those memories that were just taken from me as soon as it went. I don't know why. It was kind of weird. Everything, well, I mean, the Catholics, I guess they're trying to help, but I don't know, yeah, what's going on in, like, reality with this act of treason and blasphemy and insidious and by nature by the broken people of Earth. So, yeah, that's it for now.